Hello and welcome to another episode of UpGrade with Maria Kay, the podcast where your success, freedom and happiness get a weekly boost. I'm Maria Kay and I help people all over the world convert their dreams into reality. If you haven't already done so, do go over to either the Facebook group or the website UpGrade with Maria Kay. Join our wonderful, beautiful, ever-expanding UpGrade community and also tap into any of the free resources that you feel would be really helpful to you on your personal, professional or spiritual upgrade journey. Today's message is a really simple one. And I want to draw your attention to something that it's very easy to get into when things don't seem to be going our way. And we begin to question, why is this happening to me? Why won't that happen for me? And we drop really quickly into victim mode. This causes a perpetual cycle of negative energy, which then creates struggle, pain, blockages in our life. Do you ever feel as though you're constantly fighting for what you are achieving or wanting to achieve? Now, you know that I encourage dedication, tenacity, motivation, laser focus, getting up at 5 a.m. to do the thing that you won't have time to do later on, staying up a little bit later, really doing what it takes to achieve the next level of your upgrade journey. I'm all for that. But what I'm not for is the constant fight, battle and struggle that we think that we need to be in against life, the natural flow of source energy and the universe. Our tendency to grapple things to the ground, cling onto people, circumstances, events, jobs, or push people, circumstances, events or jobs away, depending on our perception of them. Whether they're right for us, wrong for us, they weren't in the plan. This was in the plan, therefore I can't let it go. Our constant need for over control, over planning, over organizing, over manipulating. Feeling as though if we don't do those things, that we will not achieve the level of success, freedom and happiness and upgrade that we know we desire and we know we deserve. Yet, this is supposed to be a joyful, easy-ish journey. I say easy-ish because there will be breakdown to breakthrough moments. And there is a whole other podcast on that topic, so go back and listen if you haven't already done so. But in essence, we're supposed to thrive, not only when we reach our upgrade, but throughout the journey towards. Remember, it's an upgrade journey, so we're constantly experiencing those mini upgrades, those mini miracles, those mini mediocre to outstanding moments. And we often perceive that things are happening to us, being done to us by someone else, something else. He did this to me, she did this to me, they did that to me. It's their fault, they're in my way, I can't do that because of them, I have to do that because of them. It's always about pointing the finger outside, when in essence, dear loved one, it is us who is creating the struggle. It is us who is creating the pain. It is us who is agreeing to the fight when there is absolutely no need to fight. So today I want to bring to you a concept that has really helped me along my journey and a great deal in the past 18 to 24 months. And hear this, life happens for you, not to you. Life happens for you, not to you. So that person leaving your life that you had an image of being together with them for the rest of your life is leaving your life because there is something better on its way. Not something you want to hear when you're deeply heartbroken, I know, but that is seeing it that life is happening for me, not to me. That job that you've just been fired from, that you thought you'd be in a nice, secure job for the rest of your life, has been taken away from you so that you do step out and create that passion-based, service-based, light-based business that you've been harboring deep in your heart and soul for so long, but have never had the courage to step out and do. Life happens for you, not to you. And when we can start to assimilate that in the instant it happens, now that doesn't happen overnight, I'm not going to lie to you, but it can. The time between you being in that push-pull, dramatic struggle, trauma phase and you being in that accepting phase can begin to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And whereas it may have taken you months to be in acceptance, it can begin to take you a matter of weeks, days, hours, and then even minutes or seconds. How freeing would that be to allow life to lead you as if it were sort of ringing a little bell and you were kind of following the sound, or even dropping breadcrumbs on the ground, and you'd be able to follow those breadcrumbs, knowing and trusting that where you're being guided to, where you're being placed or taken away from or plucked out of is all part of your upgrade journey. Once you have stated what it is that you want based on the connection that you have created with your inner world, your heart, your soul purpose, your true nature, once you have made that connection and once you have accepted that that is what you want and allowed yourself to want what you want, you must also allow yourself to be guided, to be reorganized, to be taken care of by the universe. Now, you may not want to use the term universe. You may prefer God. You may prefer divine, angels, whatever. That matters not to me at all. What matters to me is that you begin to trust that life is happening for you, not to you, and utilize that very powerful, supportive, and helpful mantra in your daily life, not only in the small things, but also in the medium and then the bigger things as well. And when we are able to operate from within a state of acceptance and grace and trust, we then remove ourselves from the struggle, from the pain, from the fight and the confusion. Now, as always, rule number 1 applies here, and rule number 1 is connect with your inner world. So I want you to go right back to basics, right back to the beginning, and just make sure, check in with yourself that you are taking that time out every day to do that. However you've chosen to do that, whether you straight meditate, whether you run, whether you take part in a mind, body, soul class or a holistic dance therapy class, whatever it might be for you, I want you to make sure that that's featuring in your day. It could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour. I don't care. As long as you're taking that time out from being in your constant mental state, mental chatter, and allowing yourself to drop inside. First of all, getting some distance from the external world, where it can be pretty chaotic at times. But second of all, allowing yourself to get closer to the truth. And the truth, my friend, resides inside of you. So begin now to assimilate, absorb, and take on this idea that life is happening always for you rather than to you. It snaps you out of victim mode. It gives you back your power. And I promise you, it will allow you to move higher and higher and higher so much quicker than you would have done if you were still in the grappling phase and the holding on to. Look at nature, look at any tree. When it's time for the fruit, the ripe fruit to fall from the tree, you will never see the tree grappling on or fighting or clinging on to that piece of fruit, or vice versa. Or when it's time for the fruit to be transformed from blossom to fruit. There's no resistance there either. Nature is taking its natural course, and the same energy that creates that flow, that creation, that process is inside of you too. You don't have to fight. You don't have to hang on. You don't have to push away. You're being absolutely taken care of because life is happening for you, not to you. Drop me a line if you've got anything you want to share or ask of me. Until next time, love beyond measure, Maria Kay.